packing at my room to get ready to go to my conference, and I'm trying to decide what camera I want to take. So this is the DJI Osmo Pocket 2. Like I said, I was thinking about the Pocket 3. The problem with that is that I don't have the money for the Pocket 3. That's problem number one. And problem number two is I think it's bigger than the Pocket 2, so I'm not 100% on that. So I'm actually, and this camera is, I don't think it's really making it into my top choices to bring along, because I have to add I don't know. It's not on my top 10. Well, I don't have a top 10. I can't do 10 because I actually don't have 10. But right now I'm thinking no on this one. But you never know. I'm not entirely sure. We're still gonna have to see. Here we are. We just got back from the pool. My daughter is rinsing off, and my husband went down to, he hates the whole filming thing, by the way. He does not want to be a part of it, thinks this is horrible, doesn't like it at all. But he went down because there's like free cocktails and drinks and sweets and stuff. So it's really interesting because it seems that this hotel is very making the guest happy with alcohol, and I don't drink anymore, so it's a little awkward when people are kind of offering you these things and you have to constantly politely say no thank you, and they look at you like you're nuts. So it's a very nice room though, it's beautiful. I brought with me, this is actually my daughter's belt bag, and that's the one I've been taking strictly to the pool. And then I just brought one bag, which is this one, and conference is overwhelming. There's just a lot going on. It's a lot of vendors. It's a lot of kind of pushiness, like buy this for your school, buy that for your school. I don't have any ability to buy anything for my school, but I'm really interested to see how things are put into use. So I just did kind of a little preliminary walkthrough. I went to see a few things. Nothing really caught my attention. What worked and what didn't. So the first thing I would like to say is I actually brought 2 belt bags, and that wasn't my initial intention. I think I wanted to originally bring 1 crossbody bag and 1 belt bag, but the way it worked out is I brought my Louis Vuitton trusted OG belt bag here, and this was the one that I used every single day that I was in the conference and to all the different sessions. And then the second thing that I brought was a 1 liter Lululemon belt bag. And then this is the bag that I used around the hotel. So to go to the pool, and I think a lot of people say things like, I just take my room key and my phone down to the hotel pool or whatever. And that's great, but that's still 2 things. I only wanted 1 thing. And so what I did, as always, is I brought my trusty little mini pochette, and at the time I didn't have all of these keys. I just had my house keys, my personal keys. This is on my Lululemon. It's not the Never Lost, it's the other one, the smaller one. And it has this hook. And so I left my work keys at home because no one needs work keys when you're not at work, right? You're not gonna be carrying those things around. So it's just a house key and a car key, and I dropped them in the mini pochette. And the reason I wanted the mini pochette is it has eye drops, it has hair ties, it had perfume, it had Band-Aids. I did have to take my migraine medicine a few times because traveling in desert air, everything. It had a lip balm that had some SPF in it. It had my daughter's allergy medicine, whatever. It had stuff that do you need it to go to the pool? Well, no, but what if you go to the pool and then you go get a coffee and then you walk around the hotel and whatever. I feel safer with my stuff. So I took this, and then it has all of the receipts that I need to file to be reimbursed for work. And some of them are this was actually a receipt for a place. They're like, do you want a receipt? I was like, sure, and it's on the other side of this, but this was their receipt. It's an entire piece of paper that I squished up and put in here. And then I did not bring a computer at all. Didn't bring a computer, I didn't bring a tablet, I didn't bring anything. And just inadvertently that Thursday or Friday that I was there, I think it was Friday I was there, there was a whole big thing with Girl Scout cookies, and I ended up having to do a ton of work, like managing, I needed information, I needed to copy it from, thankfully, some things I scanned. And so anytime I have paper, I try to scan it as soon as possible, because paper is fleeting. Paper gets lost. Paper gets left at your house when you go out of town, and then you're out of town and somebody needs some information that happens to be on that paper. So that is a problem. So scan everything. So I just had my phone, and I worked the whole time off my phone. I had to pick up a map to the area and lay it out and then write on the back. So a couple of things that I think are very important and I need to remember for all future use. You should always have a pen. Yeah, I should put that in this one. So have a pen, have something to write with, and then have paper. If there was anything that I wish I would have brought with me that I didn't bring, it was a small notebook. Future ready, right there. That's the only thing I wish I would have had. And then I had my card holder. And so I would put the hotel room key and the card holder in here. It has literally everything that I need. I know that this is, maybe packing a little bit too light for some people. I even have a spare of glasses. I think I took the glasses out because I didn't feel that I needed those at the pool. They just were in the bottom of my bag. So then this is my everything, all closed up, and then I would just take this, my phone, and my sunglasses. Usually if I was at the pool, I'd be wearing my sunglasses, right? So this goes in here, and then my phone, which I think I left in the other room. I did. And my sunglasses. And so there was enough stuff in that mini pochette to make me feel very safe, and then it's only 3 things, and it fits very nicely. So one of the things I like about that is I put the room key right back here or inside the mini pochette. It kind of varied from day to day. And then I just wore it crossbody. But one of the things I really liked about that is this is a very flimsy material. So if you open it, nothing small is going to fall out because it's all in that mini pochette. So I was able to keep my receipts and all of my stuff together in this mini pochette and use it for travel. And so I think the last trip we went on, I just took the mini pochette down to the pool just like this. But this protects it a little bit, and then you still have to carry the mini pochette in your phone. And this way, I just carried this and my phone and my sunglasses all in this one bag. So there is a use for the 1 liter. it's when you travel and walking around the hotel, short distances. I didn't need 5 lip products. I probably didn't need the 3 eyeliners that I keep in here, but it just makes me feel better. It's a security blanket. So again, number 1 travel accessory. Number 2 is a belt bag. And one of the things I like about belt bags when you travel is that if you, this is what I think of. This is, no. If you use a public restroom, you don't have to take it off or hang it somewhere on the door. It stays around your body, and you just use the restroom, and you don't have to put it anywhere. You can put it in front, you can put it behind you, but it never has to leave your body, and it doesn't go in front of you in a way that's awkward. It's just so much easier to wear, especially when traveling. The little hiking part, I had this one, I didn't have the other one. This one really was, I was stressed about the cookies the whole time. So in the cafe, and as we were walking around, the whole time I was just really stressed about the mistake I had made with the cookies. It was my own fault. I did not realize I had done something wrong with the cookie. With the cookies. I didn't do something wrong. I didn't enter information correctly on the online version of the site. Let's put it that way. My goal for this coming week is to actually carry this camera around, because one of the things I said is like, well, maybe I'd be interested in getting a DJI Pocket 3. But why? Why would I want that if I'm not even using the Pocket 2? And now that I am using the Pocket 2, I think maybe I would just stick with the Pocket 2. And so I was like, let's just use this camera for a week. So I have another belt bag, but I have a bigger belt bag. Right now I have this Gucci one. Still available on the Gucci site. This is the giant GG monogram belt bag. This is a huge summer bag. Like, this bag I use for summer all of the time, and I love it. It's carrying a ton of stuff, although really it's only carrying primarily what I have for school. Yeah, but this is going to be another week of insanity. So I'm going to carry this camera and just really take it around with me and not play with it, but play with it in a way that maybe is a little bit more vlog-like, and see, because this with the creator kit, which I don't have the full creator kit, but this camera with the creator kit is like $400 now, the whole kit. So I think if you're maybe starting a YouTube channel, this would be a great camera, I think. But I should probably use it the way it was intended a little bit more. And so this just went on a horrible tangent. I don't know. Did I learn anything at the conference? I learned that I think I want to present at the conference because there are things that I feel that I could do differently, but that were on the same lines as what these people were teaching. And I've done Q before. I've done Q Orange County, and so I've presented there twice. And I feel that there are some things that potentially, yeah, I would like to share, because it works for me. And if they're sharing content along those same lines, if that makes sense, then I would fit right in and I could share my content as well. Yeah, anyway, I enjoy creating more than I enjoy observing. I think I asked my students that once. Are you a creator or a consumer? And so many of them are like, I'm a consumer. I'm not putting myself out there like that. Like, well, okay, interesting. But they all think they're going to be like TikTok famous. How does this work? And so I feel like I'd be much more invested in the conference if I could go out there and present, as opposed to just sitting back and listening. But with the whole cookie thing, I think it worked out for the best this time. So that's the plan for the next week. I have this bag for tomorrow. I'm not really sure what I will carry throughout the week. Tomorrow it's back to the grind. I'm not ready. I know what I'm doing with my students the week before spring break. So I know what I'm doing with them this week. I know what I'm doing with them when we come back. But it's still a matter of like gathering stuff up. At the moment, before I put this video together, let's see, I have to, yeah, I can't even remember what I have to do. I have to clean the living room because that's looking like a disaster. I have to clean the living room. I don't film that stuff. I know some people film that stuff and they're like, this is me cleaning. You do not want to see me cleaning. First of all, I don't want to show you my mess before I start cleaning. Do those people like clean up before they clean up? I just want to know. I don't want to show you the mess before I start cleaning, number one. And number two, I don't want to clean. But I really don't want to watch other people clean either. So not going to subject to that. And then I have to take my dad to the grocery store. And my dad is just mind-blowing. I said, I'm concerned about you. He got a new phone system. I said, I'm concerned about you because he says he doesn't know how to make a phone call. He can't figure it out. There's an instruction booklet, but he can't figure out the instruction booklet how to make a phone call. And that's concerning because I'm pretty sure you just pick up the headset and dial some numbers. And if you don't, there's probably a green button for go and a red button for stop. And this is just mind-blowing to him. And we're at the point he couldn't remember his social security number the other day. He called, he bought a landline, AT&T phone landline from a third party. It was the landline, right? And so he bought it from the Vermont country store. He just talks about it all the time, so I don't even know what it is. But he bought it, I think, online from the Vermont country store. And it happens to be an AT&T branded phone. And then he flipped out because he saw, that AT&T got hacked, and he was like, oh my gosh, they have my information. And I'm like, no, you bought the brand, but you didn't give, no, you're safe. And he would not believe me. He was like, it says AT&T right here. It says AT&T. I was like, I understand that, but that's not, you are not, your information is not vulnerable. It's not you. You don't have to worry. It says, he's screaming at me. And I couldn't explain it to him. And then he needed a social security number for something, and he couldn't remember that. Then we got him an antenna TV because he only watches two things, and he'll scream at you if you ask him to,